Cash and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where today we're breaking down Liverpool and Bologna in the Champions League. If you like to watch along live streams, we've got a double watch along on the weekend, so like and subscribe just to follow along. Right, I'm going to point out one of these really interesting points here from Ryan Gravenberch receiving the ball in midfield. Now, if you're a midfielder, now remember on this channel we really talk about the technical details of the game. We don't get into the fan nonsense and then drama and any of that sort of stuff. We highlight things to show you to become a better player or a better coach. And I'm going to show you now, right now, of where a player is over-pressuring, right here, trying to get into the ball, and a quality turn, and how it can just open up the game. Bologna were pressing a lot of this game. I was flicking before this, backwards and forward, this in the Bayern Munich game, and making it very difficult for Liverpool to play out. But actually, Liverpool and Bologna played out, and both scored a goal doing the exact same thing, and both teams had their players were offside when they did it. So we're going to cover that and show you how you can expose both of these systems in the way that they do it. Right, so right here, Gravenberch is receiving the ball. Watch this little spin turn. Doof. Just lets the ball roll, shielding it because the defender's kind of come in too hard. All the defender had to do was stand still, and Ryan Gravenberch runs straight into him. And from here, you can see he's just running at the back four. And there is 6 players taken out with one simple pass and a little spin turn, and now you're running at a back four with 1 player wide, 2, there's another one out there, 3, 4, 5 players against 4 running. Liverpool should have got themselves a goal here, but they didn't. But that's how easy and effective it is when the ball is played into at pace. If the ball doesn't have hard enough pace on it, Gravenberch can't do that run in behind. Now, he didn't touch it, but one of the things that I teach on coaching quite often is that little spin when you come in and you open up your body and you go past it. But you can't do it unless the pace of the ball is actual quality. If it's a roller, you know, a little slow pass in, the other player can come in, run in and nick it. That wasn't the case there, and I wanted to highlight it because Liverpool could have done that a lot more and actually punished Bologna, because the Bologna were so high up and pressing them so far up the field. And if they did that a little bit more, I think they could have put Bologna under a lot more pressure. Let's get on to the goal. But before we do get onto that goal, I want to show you this little breakdown of how Bologna just carved Liverpool apart. When they switch the ball quickly, it isolates the Liverpool midfield. And if you can play a quality ball, which this is, and get that run right, because they've got such a high line, you're absolutely in. Liverpool did the exact same thing to Bologna, which I'm going to show you in a second. But watch this pass as it goes across, comes into the player here, takes a little touch, and he sees the run. But there's no pressure on the ball here. There's absolutely no one close enough, so he's got all the time in the world to pick out his pass, and boy does he. As he plays it, watch this, bang, in behind goes, perfectly weighted, gets himself a goal, but he was offside. Quality finish from the young man as well. But let's move on. Okay, so we're going to do the first Liverpool goal here. This is where it all starts. This is the guy that's going to score the goal. He's going to play a little 1-2 and come in here. But you can see how much space there is in this area. Like, he honestly, did he have to play the 1-2? Maybe, maybe not. He could have just run in here. But they've given him so much space here because they're pressing a little bit, they're panicking a little bit. It's early on in the game, and they don't quite have their system right. Look, this guy's cheating. He is trying to get up here instead of coming in and trying to shut down this extra space in midfield, leaving this gap, which Liverpool exploit. When this ball comes in, he goes right around the corner. Look, as you can see, he comes in pressing here, but you can see that there's nobody close to this side here. He is hanging his teammate out to dry, and just a little simple 1-2, and they're in. Now, you can see by the body position here that it wasn't a good pass. Liverpool's passing isn't that good at the moment. They're very, very sloppy and very casual with it. I'm going to show you a little bit about it here as well. You can see how it's just not crisp and everything's just kind of So there's the first pass as McAllister wins it and he's running forward with it here. But then he's going to play a pass into Nunez here. And watch Nunez's first touch, because this pass is like pushed with the outside of the foot. Again, watch this. It's just kind of caught under his feet, and he gets it out wide again. But it's just not sort of crisp and clean and concise. It's very sort of pushed and not driven. Very, very, I don't know. It's just not clean passing. But this is where it gets really interesting. Bologna are over panicking again, and they're all trying to chase the ball. And what McAllister ends up doing, he ends up ghosting into this space. You can see it here. And that's where he gets his goal. Diaz is also waiting. But when this ball gets played over to Mo Salah, I'm going to show you just a little spin on the ball that Mo Salah does, which puts in this quality cross. But it comes down to Bologna are ball chasing. They're not really watching their marks here. There is a bit of a run that goes with him, but not much. I want to show you. There he is. Look, the defender spots him. The defender looks at him and sees the run coming. And there's the ball coming across. Defender needs to go with him. Does he? a little bit, but then he just stops and lets him go and get right in behind. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of a mark, but not enough. He didn't do the extra 2 or 3 yards, and if he did, he might have got there and be able to put in a challenge. Would he have won the ball? Don't know, but he would have made it harder for McAllister to just get an easy tapping on the back post. And the other thing I'm shocked about is it's kind of a weird ball, right? The keeper could have maybe come out a bit more, but because of the way that the flight of the ball goes, the keeper's kind of gets caught, right? He can't really come out and claim it. But it feels like he can, because where he ends up is in the back of the goal, and you feel like the keeper can come out and get this, but he really can't. Watch this. As the flight of the ball goes there, see, look, that's when you think he can come out and get to the ball. Maybe he could at that point, but by then it's all way, way too late. And before you know it, the ball's in the back of the net, and Liverpool got themselves a goal. It is the flight of the ball that is basically making the keeper stay on his line. He can't come out. Let me show you that flight, because I want to show you a little spin from Salah as well. Here's a great angle for this little spin on the ball, and watch as it goes up into the air. It just kind of scuffs it. Do you see that? The little spin on the ball that really sort of disguises it and keeps it. It's not quite a driven cross. It's not quite of a lofted cross. It's kind of in between, and the spin is keeping it floating in the air just so the keeper really can't come out, and because of the angle on it drifting towards the back post for McAllister here, it makes it really, really awkward for the keeper to come and collect. And look at it, it's absolutely perfect. 1 yard more over here, about there, and I think the keeper's coming to get that ball. There, he can't do it. Let's get on to the next. Oh no, let's get on to the part where Liverpool score a goal in behind, the same as Bologna, with the same pattern of play. Okay, where the Bologna player, who was actually here passing the ball this way, now we've got it here, and he's going straight in behind. But it's the exact same thing where the midfielders, if both teams have kind of got their flanks just exposed a little bit too much. And to be fair, if Bologna were a little bit better, Liverpool would have been punished. Their flanks were wide open. And he gets a little touch, one, ponks it round the corner, and you can see he's in straight away. Bit of a different pass this time, but the area is exactly the same, and it's the exact same sort of thing they're looking for, and the midfielders are getting exposed in the exact same manner. Let's get on to the goal. Okay, normally, there he is, out wide, being Mo Salah, doing Mo Salah things. Everyone that's seen Mo Salah knows he's going to run in here, he's going to cut it here, and he's going to score over there. He's done it probably 250 bazillion times, and he's going to do it 250 bazillion more. What makes this goal happen, though, is this little run here, and that's why it's important that you actually run and support your teammates. Movement creates problems for defenders. Defenders open up space, and you can use that space to score goals. And that's exactly what Mo Salah does. Here he is, isolated 1v1. You're going to bet on Mo Salah beating the left back or doing whatever he wants. So all of a sudden, you've got some Bologna players coming over to help him, trying to get over, and you can see Trent is going on this overlap. And that's the key here, this overlap that opens up the space, because this is the space he wants to get into, and that's what this overlap enables him to do. So you can see as Trent's running, coming across, he's running with Trent. Do you see that? All he has to do right now is stop and hold this space to shut down Mo Salah coming in onto his left foot. Because we all know that's what he wants to do, but he doesn't do it. Watch this. He tracks and he keeps going with the run. Do you see as the run goes here? He keeps going with Trent on that run, and that opens up Mo Salah. Doesn't need any second invitation to come inside here. And you can see, look at that. They've given them a complete channel just from that one run. He's been pulled, and all of a sudden Mo's like, really? You're going to do that for me? Brilliant. They all go, look, all go over there. And Mo's just thinking, well, I don't think you can make it much easier for me. Yeah, but that's what happens. And he puts it into the net box. Good night, 2-0. And on Liverpool go. Not quite sure about this Champions League because of the new format. Think it's a bit sort of wishy-washy. Nothing really means much yet. We're all going to find out after Christmas probably when it all sort of settles down. But other than that, if you like, subscribe, and all that nonsense, you know how to use the internet. And I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.